Trying to get this situated so you can see me in the whole thing. Hi, Chris. They were all over at Ridge Life, so we'll see. I feel like you can't see my shirt. Nice shirt. Thank you. Minnie. Hi, honey. How are you? I know you can't really see, but got me a shirt. Ridge Life. Trying to adjust it so you can see all of me in here. How you doing, girl? Hopefully better than me. Oh, thank you. Michael Sherman Gardening Woodworking. Hi, Melody. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. Murphy's Law. Good day, mate. Welcome. We're just going to give it a few for everybody to jump on in. Ridge Life was doing another live tonight. And, got my shirt. Super stoked. Just trying to adjust this. Bernadette, Memo, hello, Mel. Hi, Bernadette, how are you? We're just giving it a few minutes for everybody to get in. And Minnie, since you're probably going to be the only mod, unless Lauren gets in, because I think David was going to the movies with his mom. So lots of love, post lots of links. I feel like my shirt looks pink. Must be my laptop. But super excited. I got my Ridge Life t-shirt before I moved. That's awesome. How is everyone? Looks pink. Does it really? Ah, it's bright red. Let me see if I can adjust the light a second. Hold on. Might not be able to get through that way. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Try to turn the light down just a wee little bit. Looks a little pink. I know it must be the lighting in my dining room. That's all right. I'll be the lady in pink tonight. It's a little big. Gotta say that. I had to use a hair tie to tie it in the back. Maybe it'll shrink a little bit. So how's everything going, Minnie? So no luck with the stopping it? No, I figured this was going to come up right away. The only thing my son found out was he called the state representative and spoke to like a couple different people, and they literally had said, let's just say your mom owed money. She can't even be out. So I've been killing myself. Chris will tell you, nonstop packing. There is totes, boxes everywhere in here. Oh, my nerves are shot. So I don't know. I mean, I have the link. I guess I could show them if that's really the case, because they're going to be here Friday morning. But a truck is coming tomorrow to move, which wasn't planned because I'm not done packing. But I was thinking my son would have showed up here to help pack. Nope. My niece, Chris, and Fred came up and helped for a little bit. And then my friend John was over yesterday, and I was able to get my kitchen done. Like a lot of the big appliances, get that all packed. But I've been spending days in my room. I've been here for 12 years, and my walk-in closet is big, and it had a lot of stuff in it. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I guess I could stay and put up a fight. Hi, Sean in Alaska. Evening. I'm hot out while I'm doing laundry. Laugh out loud, but the stream will keep playing. Okay, that'll work. Because I don't think David's going to be here for what I was going to call the last live here in this house, technically speaking. But he was going to go to the movies with his mom. So Minnie is going to be our moderator unless Lauren N comes in. She'll help her out. So yeah, so just been doing nothing but packing, barely eating, just completely sick over it. And I don't know, I guess I can try to stand my ground on Friday morning. They're coming after like 6 something, but do I really want a problem with some, I don't know who it's going to be exactly. My son said it wasn't delivered by a constable, so I really don't know. I don't know. All I know is I've just been packing because I don't want any of my stuff to get left in here because then they have a right to hold it for 30 days. So that's where we're at. I'm exhausted, literally exhausted. Barely been eating, just sick over all this. So Minnie got this. Yeah, she does. She has it. She's a great mod. We have 6 people in here and 2 thumbs up. Now 7. Maybe we can hit the thumbs up for the last live here. You just won't have to look at that anymore. But just not exactly sure when I'll be able to do the next live. I'm going to try to stay to Sundays, but I have to be able to find internet as well. So we'll have to see what happens. So welcome, everyone. If you're in here, say hello. If you know everyone, share the love. Show Mel the love. Hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Minnie. So yeah, a little bit of mixed feelings about the live tonight. You know, I was thinking like, wow, it's going to be my last live in here. And then I'm thinking, wow, it must be my last live for like a little bit. Not really sure. But I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Michael Sherman, Harvard, and more. Thank you, Minnie. Yep, post everybody's links, Minnie, to everybody's channel. I think I'm at 255 today, which is quite exciting. You know, that's a little bit of a milestone for me. But yeah, show all the channels love. Rich Life was doing another live, so I went in and said hello. I can't stay. I have to go live at 8, and he said he wouldn't be much longer, and he would send everybody over. So that's what's going on there. Hoping he pops in so he can see that even though it looks pink on camera, because red's not really my color, wonder why. And but everybody's saying it looks pink in the live tonight, so that's okay. That was nice of him. Yeah, I didn't even have to do the challenge that he was doing. I think I got the t-shirt because when he had his tattoo done, Chris says 255. I'm at 255 subscribers. So if you're new here and you're not familiar with my channel, feel free to go take a look at some videos or subscribe. I always subscribe back. But yeah, so I think the reason why I got the shirt is due to the factor that I stayed in his 5 or 6 hour live when he got his Memorial Day tattoo. So he sent me a little special gift. I was going to do my very first video this Friday in regards, you know, the men and women that, you know, Red Friday for the men and women that don't return from the military with under the circumstances. I really wanted to support that, but I've literally had 0 time to even eat a piece of bread, let alone be able to do another video. I think the last video I posted was literally from a week ago with my gardens. And I wanted it to be a little bit more cutesy, you know, nighttime little garden tour, because I don't see a lot of people do that. And then I saw what I did. All the leaves were all curling and everything. But I was basically holding the hose and weeding at the same time, and then got all caught up in my thoughts. I noticed like some puddles were going along in the raised beds, but they look like they're bouncing back. I lost maybe like 3 peppers and no, 3 tomato plants and a newer bed. There's now 8 over there that I have. So focus on you, girl. I cannot even tell a lie. I cannot even think many, let alone, you know, I don't know. So yes, I got 2 more beds over there, which now officially makes 8. And I did show it. I did the one bed, 1 row of tomatoes, and the rest of it's all peppers. And then the other bed is all carrots. Well, half the bed's all different types of carrots, which looks like they're germinating because I tried to make sure that they were getting watered every day. And then I asked a really nice woman by the name of Terry that goes over there. I gave her full permission to please water that particular bed every day, because if you know anything about carrots, you have to water them every single day before they germinate. And I also planted, originally, I think I did like 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow and 4 red onions near the carrots in like a little trench that I got from Baddest Bees or Castle Hives. I'm so bad with names right now, I can't even think. I think it was Castle Hives. Well, anyway, sent me 2 bags, super sweet, of, actually I have it. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, so I've already been digging in them, but he sent me this, and he sent me a whole bag of the regular storing onions, and then he sent me a bag of the purple onions, so that was pretty awesome. So I never planted onions before, so I planted just a few, and then we bumped into each other in a live, and he just told me push it down with your thumb. So I did take a break yesterday and went over for just maybe about an hour, and I planted some more onions, and I also did a pretty big harvest. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted pictures on it, and that square foot gardening method that I do where you can plant a lot all at once. I went over, the lettuce was crazy. I harvested pak choi. I literally got a full pot full of greens out of there. Some French breakfast radishes. And then I put, I like the concession plants. I planted white radishes in between the ones that I picked. And then where the, what was it? Oh, where the pak choi was, I planted karabe. I guess that's how you say it. I planted a couple of them. They might be a little close, but I'm going to wait for them to come up and make sure it's not a weed, and then I'll just transplant it. Hi, meant to be RVing. Hi, thank you for joining me. I went over to their live last night and kind of loved it. Actually, I thought it was fun and interesting, considering that I'm probably going to be living in a tent. Yeah, I might be in with that community. So I don't know. But yeah, so that was like super awesome that he sent me a bunch of onions. Totally awesome. Planted some more and some karabe and some white radishes. I did all that so that the spots never stay empty. And RVing, there is my Ridge Life t-shirt that came in the mail last week. So I know that you're new here, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone say hello to Meant to Be RVing. Got to go. Bye, everyone. Bye, Murphy Law. Hope to see you soon. Hopefully the lives might be able to stay till 8 o'clock on Sundays, but if I do a sporadic one, welcome. Sean in Alaska. Hi, Meant to Be RVing. I know they were kind of funny last night, but they were I haven't really been eating. I didn't have an appetite. And then said to Chris, like, oh, I really should eat something. And then I hopped on. I saw that they were live and they were playing like all these little different games, like what's the grossest thing you ate? And they were talking about cow tongue and, oh, all kinds of stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm hungry anymore. But it was fun. It was very fun. I was glad to be there. Yeah, bye, Murphy. Thank you for coming. But yeah, so they were talking like, oh, I don't know. I can't think of everything. It was like cow tongue. They were asking people what's the strangest thing that they ate. We was glad to have you. Oh, thank you, Arvine. I'm just going to cut that one short and just do the ending of your name. But yeah, some of the stuff they were talking about. Lauren N. Hi, sweetheart. Glad to see you for the last live here. And look what I got. I know everybody's saying it looks pink, but it must be the lighting in here. I think I got it for watching his 5-hour tattoo from Ridge Life. So David called me earlier and said he probably wouldn't make it. He was going to go to the movies with his mom. So was hoping that you lovely ladies would be here to be able to be moderators. Was glad. Yeah. So what I was saying in the live for the Meant to Be RVing, it was just, I think the worst thing I ever ate was fried. Well, I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, but I didn't know what I was eating. So I said that last night when they were all naming all these weird things they tried, or I know people that ate fish eyes and stuff. The only weird thing that I ate was fried frog legs. And it was a cross between chicken and pork, little greasy. Ate it, but I don't think I would ever eat it again. Yeah, if y'all don't know, Meant to Be RVing, because we'll be on here for a little while tonight, because like I said, Ridge Life was live again. I was in his church this morning. That's what I'm going to call it. And I really needed that, to be honest with you. And then I went over to Arkansas Woodcutters, Sunday Bible thing. And yeah, so that was super nice. Of course, you need to eat a little more besides a salad. Listen, a salad's better than nothing, but I do feel like I'm a rabbit just eating salads. But I don't know, I lost my appetite and I can't really afford to lose any more weight. But so we have 10 people in here, 5 thumbs up. Let's smash the like button. And if anyone else is just sitting in here, don't be shy. Say hello. Come join in. Of course, one of my dogs are barking outside, which means I'll have to get up and let them in. I was at Ridge Life this morning too. Yeah, I know. I bumped into you. It's weird because I went under Ridge Life's. I didn't know that he does that on Sunday. And then I went in like the week before, I think it was. But this Sunday, I got a text from David saying Ridge Life is live. I literally, folks, didn't even want to get up out of bed. My back is killing me. My legs are feeling numb from all this moving, packing. And I went in and, he just talked about the stuff that's going on in the world. And it's hard to be like Christian and everything. And I just felt like I needed that. Even Arkansas Woodcutter, just about not being like mad at your children or your spouses or whatever. Because I was a little upset with my son, Johnny, who hasn't showed up here to help his mama even pack a box. And I'm lugging 50-pound totes down a staircase. Like, I'm getting too old for this stuff. Let's see. I was in Church of Nature this morning. Sean from Alaska. Yeah, well, guess what? Church can be anywhere you want it to be. Churches aren't even open here still. This is what's crazy about all this. We just went into the yellow on June the 5th, and not everything's open. So, I needed a little church this morning, help my soul a little bit. Because I'm questioning why this is happening and why am I being put through another test? And, that type of thoughts have been going through my head. So I really needed that this morning, to be honest with you. Do you still have my address? Well, Lauren, no. This was the next topic I needed to discuss. I have the worst luck, and I'm also embarrassed, and I'm not even going to pull any punches. But my phone legitimately crashed, and everyone's addresses, my emails, everything completely all disappeared. I'm worried because I don't want my subscribers to think like, oh, they're not going to get their stuff. And I said to Chris, and David tried helping me. David was able to get a couple. I think Appalachia Tiny House, I think is the name of the channel. Don't hold me to that. But please, anyone that won a prize from my giveaway, I'm sorry to ask you to all do it again. But if you can absolutely send it to my email address, which is Melody R 1967 84 at gmail.com. Minnie, if you can post my email, that's fine. But yeah, I just couldn't even believe it. I couldn't, because I love this phone and I never have problems with it. I got everything all organized, all ready to go out, and suddenly I had no addresses. Brooke Trout didn't have his address in there. And I just saw him in a live, I think it was last night. He asked me if I had his address, and I said no, but he did send me a recipe. That showed up in my email. So everyone's email, or addresses, I should say, completely were gone, including all the rest of my emails. So sorry for the holdup. If you still don't mind sending me your addresses again so I can get this all out, because this was originally going to go out. Let me see. My live was Sunday. Tuesday, it was all going to go out. And there was all the addresses all gone, and I was in a total panic with David. So, yeah, if you can post my email address, Minnie, if you have it, that would be great. There's 11 people in here. There she is. Everyone, my niece who was up here helping me pack the other day, Erin, this is her first live. So if everyone can please say hello to my one and only lovely niece, that would be awesome. I told her to hop in. It's the last live here. She's going to come back Wednesday and try to help her and her husband to get me finished packing. She was packing up all the pictures on my wall. She's my only niece. Love her to pieces. Thank you, Chris, for posting that. Hi, Erin. So excited you're in here. So that is my niece, everyone. The one that says Erin Torriello. She's my one and only niece. And she was a big help. What was that, last Wednesday? She was helping me pack. Sean in Alaska says, hiya at Erin Torriello. Listen to my dogs. So, yeah, needless to say, there's 12 people in here. Erin, Chris, and we have Many Homestead, who's a moderator. Lauren N. from Mars is a great moderator, too. And Sean from Alaska. I literally marked, I think, 4 of them, including David, who might not show up tonight because he's went to the movies with his mom. I just learned how to hit somebody as a moderator. And yeah, I don't care, Chris, if it shows. You can leave it up there. It's fine. But yeah, so even if they didn't want to be mods, I guess they just got suckered into that, didn't they? But we have 12 people in here, 7 thumbs up. We're going to give this a little bit. I'm not going to rush through the live tonight because it's my last live here. And want to give everybody a chance to get in. So that's what's been going on. I've been doing nonstop packing. I have tomatoes across the street that need to be tied up or something. I mean, they're starting to flop over. So I don't know. It's just crazy. All this stuff is just crazy. How you doing? To Erin from Chris. Yes, that's the email address. It's melodyr196784@gmail.com. Yes. I know you'd probably like to get your pumpkin seeds in, Lauren. Please forgive me. It really wasn't done intentionally. Just terrible. I mean, I was on the phone with David like in a full-blown panic attack. Like, oh my God, I lost everybody's address. How's that even possible? But that's what happened. It took away all my emails. So just a tad bit, ticked about that. And I know last Sunday's live was a little, ugh. I usually don't show my emotions like that. And I was so embarrassed. You should have heard me afterwards. Like, oh my goodness, I made such a fool out of myself. I told everybody that I melted like a popsicle because I started crying last week. But I'm human, And I don't know if somebody said home and I was like, yeah, home, where's that going to be? And I think that did it. I just got overwhelmed. So apologize for, getting upset on last week's live, but what are you going to do? I'm not in the greatest situation. So Minnie is posting. Yes. Okay. So Minnie, Lauren, post whoever comes in. We have 11 people, 7 thumbs up. Anybody that comes in, show the love. That's what we do here on this channel, is pass everybody's links around. And you must be exhausted, Lauren. How many meat rabbits did you do today? I saw that at church this morning. I'm just going to call it church. You must have got up at the crack of dawn to do all that. No need to apologize. Oh, thank you, Minnie. But, I was even telling my niece Erin that's on here, I said, I melted like a popsicle. Just started crying, We butchered only 4. Oh, that still must take some time, though. Were you up super early, Lauren? For Mel. If you don't, there's only a handful of us in here, but you have to check because I know before the link wasn't working. Many, but my niece is in here. Everybody else probably already knows the story, but Minnie started a GoFundMe page. I know times are tough, just as what it is, but I'm just eternally grateful for anything that anyone can do. Bernadette, sorry, I didn't hear where you are going. Is it close? Well, Bernadette, I'm not sure where I'm going. Right now, I think I'm going into a tent. Chris and I spoke about possibly going there. He has somebody in the room downstairs, so he'd have to give her some notice. That's really about it. And there's not even anything set in stone yet, but I have everything pretty much packed as if I'm going to be living in a tent. So that's where I'm headed. Kid you not. Did it work through the video? I slept until 8 this morning, laugh out loud. Is that why you were late for church this morning, Lauren, on Ridge Life? No, I'm just kidding, girl. Love you, women to pieces. So, yeah, so Chris and Erin showed up and practically at the same time. And I have a pretty big, decent room. I've also been here 12 years, so there was a lot going on. I've never had to pack before where I had to keep things off to the side because I'm going to be living in a tent. So I think that made the packing in my closet so much harder. And I do have a lot of clothes because I'm skinny and I don't go shopping a lot. My weight fluctuates a lot. So what's the sense of throwing them out? I'll either be a 0, a 2, a 4, or a half size. So it was just crazy trying to get some totes together with, clothes that I know that I would need to have on me in order to be in a tent. Still have to figure out a means of how I'm going to be able to cook. I did get that little cook set from David, but still have to get like a Dutch oven to be able to cook like a real meal. I will try to do my very best. I forget what it's called. Chris knows what it's called. But I need that piece for my vehicle so I can try to charge my laptop. And if I can get that, then I might be able to do some lives, whether it's over at the Wawa store parking lot or something like that. Grumpy Farmer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's the funny man. So funny. I loved it under my video, David left a comment, and Grumpy Farmer, it was for the garden tour, I think it was. And Grumpy Farmer went right under David's comment and said, "Shut up, David." I was dying laughing. He's so funny. Just cracks me up. And I don't know if he was telling me to come pick his corn or his peas, or string beans. Just funny. I love being around funny people. All women have a lot of clothes and shoes. I have a lot of flip-flops, a lot of pajamas, a lot of pocketbooks. That's my thing. The clothes that I have, I've had for years, and they're in immaculate condition because I take care of everything. And there's no sense in me throwing out clothes if I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to gain weight. It's just how it is. So it was tough kind of, trying to pack that way so that I could have clothes to live in a tent and clothes that are going to have to go somewhere else. So an inverter, that's it. I don't know if Chris can snag me an inverter. I don't know where to find one exactly, but that might be the slight solution for charging my laptop because the battery is now dead, and I might still be able to do lives that way. So pajamas, what the hell are those? Listen, I raised 3 kids. I don't know. I like fuzzy pajama pants, just comfortable. But since I was an empty nester, like once I was like sneaking down the steps, not to be too personal, I forgot something downstairs and I was like looking around like, oh no, somebody's going to see me. And then I realized I lived alone. And once I lived alone, it was like I still didn't run around naked. I don't know. I just didn't. All I have is 4 pairs of pants, some light shirts, and rubber boots. You know, Lauren, those rubber boots that have like the flowers on them, I think they're adorable. I kept trying to look on Instagram for a link to get one of them for when I'm gardening and whatnot, but just never came across it. But hey, you're dealing with animals. I mean, I try to wear some crappy clothes sometimes when I'm gardening because you don't want to ruin your good clothes. But just so happens to be in my case, it's like, it's my weight. If my weight didn't fluctuate, I could throw a whole chunk out. But what's the point? I'd be back in a store trying to find a size 0, Erin Torriello, I'm with you here. With you there. They have to be soft. I know. I love me a good pair of soft sweatpants, and I love me a fuzzy pair of pajamas. Kid you not. I'm not the type of woman that has like a bunch of shoes, but I got decent sneakers and lots of flip-flops. And yeah, it's just pocketbooks and pajamas. I just have a thing for that. But the fluffier the pajamas, the harder it is to pack them. So I went military style on a couple totes and just started rolling everything just to get it all to fit. So my rubber boots are blue and most of the time covered in poop. That's all right. You got lots of animals. Soft and fuzzy PJs. Yes, they're just my favorite. Let me let the dogs in or we'll be listening to them bark all night. I cannot believe how pink my shirt looks. But it was awesome of Ridge Life to send me a shirt. I didn't have to do anything for it, but just stay in his live for the full 5 hours. So let me let the poochies in, and then we will continue. Come on, you guys. Stop being a pain in the butt. Go lay down. Go. So never fails. I put the dogs out. Figured they'd want to be out there because it's all nice, and then they want to come in. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Brian. There he is. Hi, Brian. How are you? That's the man that stays through the whole chat. May not talk a lot. You have to check out his channel. It's amazing. I did try to binge watch quite a few. I wish I could binge watch a lot, but I'm stuck having to pack alone. But yeah, Brian likes to sit, and he'll stay till the end of the chat and just listen, which is awesome. So everybody, welcome Brian. If you haven't checked out his page, please go and do so. Also a grumpy farmer. I love me a good pair of boxers. That's probably a guy thing. I used to be the type of woman that doesn't like to be cold. I was cold all the time. And I don't know, after like even if it's sunburn, like I was so sunburned when I did that chicken pot pie in a crock pot recipe. You saw me, I had on fuzzy Hello Kitty pants, and I'm not even ashamed. Show Mel the love, share the link, donate if you can, and hit the thumbs up. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't even seen the link. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not coming off rude. When I saw that Minnie did a video on it, I just couldn't. Chris will tell you, I've been crying nonstop. Everything has me crying. It's just really, I don't know. I think my emotions are everywhere. And when Minnie did that video to start a GoFundMe page for my circumstances, I was like just blown away. I have not even yet even commented under the video. I've just had like, I don't know. I just cried a lot. And I'll write something underneath of it. But we all know Minnie. She's such a sweetheart. I really appreciate her doing that. I also know the times are tough. You know, I mean, there's a lot going on in this crazy world right now, but I'm good. Brian lost his Hills Homestead. I like hanging out and listening to you all. Yeah, he does that. Very dedicated. If he's not on here, he's not on. But when he's on, he stays. He has a lot of great videos. What's the last one that I watched? I'm trying to think, Brian. I think the last one I binge watched is where you were showing, the wild turkey and the deer and the camera shut off. Listen, people think it's so easy to do videos, and then like these things just happen, and it's like, ugh, you know, it's kind of tough when you're trying to film yourself and your camera goes off. So that was unfortunate, but it was still a very good video, though. Thanks, Minnie, for setting that up. Yes, thank you, Minnie. Love you, girl. I almost called you a couple times this week when I was falling apart. I don't know. I still might hit you up because, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You are super generous. No, Minnie, you're welcome. I felt like we should do what we can for each other. See, I'm not going to melt like a popsicle like I did last week. Ugh. And then my favorite channel was in here, and you know, they have a lot of subs now for doing that Jason Crocker thing. They won, and then they were traveling around, and then David pointed out there was 2 other channels. They're like the fishing, you know, hunting community we're in, and they have a large following. And here I was, you know, melting like a popsicle. I got emotional. I really think something came up about home, and I was like, yeah, where's home going to be? But hopefully I wasn't like, you know, a flubbering mess. Gidget's Triple G Life. Hi, girl. Chest out, head up, girl. The journey has begun. Oh, Gidget. Let me tell you something, folks. I've run into Gidget a couple times on Illegal Outdoorsman. If I'm saying anything wrong, Gidget, put me in check. And I don't know, I just connected with her. She's like a bad mama jamma, let me tell you. And she gave David her phone number to pass to me. And we were on the phone till like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning, just being women. And I was asking her certain questions. If she could ask like the guys, what certain equipment do I need to be in the woods? And I haven't talked to her since. I think David made me feel uncomfortable, like I kept her up. And she has sleep deprivation. It's like first thing in the morning. David's like, oh, Gidget said you kept her on the phone at 5 o'clock. I was like, well, good morning to you too. If anybody knows me, I am so super nice. But when I'm tired, don't get me before I had coffee. But Gidget was like awesome. We were just, you know, talking about some important things, and then, you know, just being women. And I really appreciated it because I was having terrible anxiety that night. And she's such a sweetheart. If you've not checked out her channel, please go and do so. There's Minnie on it. She's posting Gidget's channel. Let's see. You guys are a great group from Chris. I'm trying, girl. Ready? Chest out on my Ridge Life t-shirt that looks pink. And I'm trying to hold my head up. I can barely hold my head up, but I'm trying. No, doll, you're fine. I'm working on it. No, sweetheart. I got sent to the ER. Oh, no. Did you really? Gidget got sent to the ER for kidney issues Tuesday night, and the meds they put me on has had me knocked out. Oh, are you feeling better? But you also weren't sleeping. Maybe it's better you got knocked out. You could catch up on some sleep. Don't mind, but my Ridge Life t-shirt is just a wee little bit big, and it's pink. But I also spoke about this. I was going to do a video on Friday. I was talking to David, and I was going to do the Red Friday, which is about the men and women that don't get to come home from the military. I literally had zero time, and I was in Ridge Life's live this morning, and a couple people said, yeah, wear your Ridge Life, your Ridge Life shirt tonight. So even though red's not really my color, and it's swimming on me a little bit, I had to wear it tonight. Well, I hope you're feeling a little bit better there, Gidget. This is possible. Coffee left. Oh, I hear you. I need coffee. Where's David at tonight? Being that this is going to be the last live here in this place, I've been 12 years. Something about he was going to go to the movies with his mom. He was kind of out all weekend with a couple friends. I think they tried to go like kayaking and whatnot, and it's burning there because it's so dry. Phoenix, Arizona. They were going to go tubing, and that was like I think he said a 2.5 hour wait. So they just hung out at her dad's pool and swam, and he got sunburned. And he was going to go to the movies with his mom. So he said he may not make it for tonight. So that is where David is. Grumpy Farmer, where's David at tonight? Movies with his mother. I know. Tell him you should be here with me. It's my last live here. He went to the movies, Grumpy. Yep, I'm starting to feel a bit better finally. Oh, well, that's good, Gidget. Nope, he's watching something good. Oh, hope he's watching something good. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, Red Friday shirt. I mean, I know it's not Friday, but I didn't have a minute to myself to even do a video on it. But, you all know that I'm like the best of friends with David. And a lot of my family members from the military. And I know that there's men and women that don't get to come home. So I wanted to try to represent, even though it's Sunday, my Ridge Life shirt that looks pink, but it's bright red. I'm just completely, I just love the military. Let's see. So Minnie's posting links. Sean's link. Whoever hit the thumbs down, I hope you step on a Lego tonight. Gidget, you're so funny. And listen, I can't make everybody happy. I just can't. I mean, just is what it is, but that's funny. Step on a Lego. How about Lego? Ridge Life talked about that today, where Lego isn't going to have firefighters or police officers in the boxes anymore for the little boys or girls to play with. I think that's a total disgrace. There's one bad apple in every bunch, but this is getting ridiculous. That's what I think. I would have probably had more respect in Lego if they would have just, stood up. But, I mean, we played cops and robbers when we were kids, and the little green army guys, if you remember that. Like, everybody has to be so offended, and, it's unfortunate on some of the circumstances that are happening, but let's not forget that look at the person that was just shot. And I don't really like to go there on these conversations. He was drunk driving, asleep in like a fast food place. All he had to do was just get arrested. He'd be alive today. Oh, it's suddenly the cops' fault all the time. I'm just sick of it. Fed up with it. Grumpy, I believe he went to go see Brokeback Mountain. That's hilarious. He wouldn't be seeing that with his mother, and that movie's kind of old. Let's see. There's Gidget's page to Grumpy Farmer. Chris, that's just not right. Grumpy, you know that's funny. You would have been saying that. I was just telling everybody earlier, well, Gidget just got in here, that I think it's under my garden, my like sundown or whatever I named the title of the garden tour at night. And David wrote a comment underneath of it, and Grumpy went right under and said, "Shut up, David." I'm telling you, I just started dying laughing. The way those two are when they're around each other, they just pick on each other, something fierce, but it's funny. And then he had two people in his live last night that were hilarious, bickering with each other. And here they're like the best of friends outside of YouTube too, you know, like me and David are. And I said, we four should really do like a live. Do you know how comical that would be? Like two friends and then two friends, and all we're doing is bickering with each other. So they thought it was like a great idea. I don't know if somebody will put something together. Chris, I thought it was funny. I agree, Mel. For Mel, the Grumpy Farmer, I agree 100%, Mel. I did a rant about this in my last video. Last time I checked, All Lives Matter. Honestly, I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with it. It's like so hypocritical. And if you don't want to be in harm's way, then don't be on drugs. Don't be drinking and driving and be asleep behind the wheel. People's family and children get killed by drunk drivers all the time. There's a person on YouTube. I don't know if I told you this before. His name is Officer Tatum. He is a bright, intelligent, African-American black man who sets the record straight. And he said, if, you know, like the numbers, and it's not what everybody thinks it is. There was only 2 unarmed people in 2020, and they were involved in crime. I mean, I don't think the officer that killed that Floyd, you know, that was a bad situation. But he also held up a pregnant woman with a gun and apparently did all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's not like these are just random, you know, law-abiding citizens that this stuff is happening to. I mean, sorry, but I support the military and I support, you know, the men in blue and the firefighters, and I'm never going to change. Not that way. Look at Minnie go with all the links. Lauren, she's like, you know, she might be taking over your place, girlfriend. No. You women are wonderful together. You work great together as a team. Like him a lot. Yeah, my niece watches him now. If you've never seen his channel, he's on YouTube. He is under Officer Tatum. Is that correct, Erin? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Officer Tatum. So smart. Christian, you got to go check him out because, you know, he really puts some people in check, and everything that he states is facts. So, Gidgets for life. I hate to tell them, but if you threaten my family, then your life no longer matters. I don't care what color or sex you are at that point. I totally Gidget. I agree. I completely agree. My niece is saying me too. And yes. Oh, Gidget, that's my niece, Erin. This is her first time in live. It's my only niece. So say hello to Erin. I'm glad she's in here hanging out. Maybe she's getting a little bit of a break from the kiddos. My niece has 4 Bambinos. Let me tell you something. I call her. They're all driving her nuts. But you know what that's like. So I don't know how she's getting a minute to herself to even be on the live tonight. What's up, niece? From Gidget. Yeah, her name is Erin. She's my only niece. Love her to pieces. She was up here last week with Chris. Erin's husband, Fred, took the kids across the street to the playground for a little bit. Of course, we sat and socialized for like an hour, but that's okay because I love her and miss her. And then we went upstairs and she started packing all the pictures off my walls and everything. So, Grumpy Farmer, 1 or 2% of every profession sucks. I don't care what it is, so don't bring down the other 98 or 99% because of it. And that's what's happening now with law enforcement. Listen, 100% agree. I think they just want to disarm them, and then we're going to be arming ourselves. Like, this is craziness. I mean, they can't even the officers that were getting thrown around like rag dolls and stole the taser. I think one was let go of and the other one was fired. I think my niece said, total disgrace. It's like you're not even going to be allowed to like do your job anymore. Very good point, Grumpy. Aaron, simple solution. Welcome wall and Velcro jumpsuits for the kids. Laugh out loud. They think it's fun and you get a break. Aaron, did you see that? There you go. She says everywhere she goes, she never gets a break. They follow her. She goes outside, they follow her. And then I'm on the phone, like trying to tell her something. I'm like, who's screaming? Let's see. Isn't Tegan like 2? So yeah, she goes from like, what is she? 13, 14 down to 2. So she's got her hands full. God bless her with all the kids. But she'll appreciate it later, though, when they all come over to visit and they want mom to cook them Sunday dinner. So, yeah, so just a little backtrack for the people that are in here, which it's running a little slow tonight. My son called the state representative, and apparently, even if I was and I'm not behind on money, you can't put a person out. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to have all my stuff out of here. Hopefully. My niece is going to come up Wednesday because her husband's off. She's going to lend me a hand. But the unfortunate thing is that my friend Thomas listened to my son, like, have a 20-foot truck ready by Monday. Well, how are you going to have a truck ready by Monday when everything's not even packed? But he said he doesn't care. He wants to start getting the big furniture. I mean, I didn't even think the dining room table would still be here today, but he wants to start getting the furniture in there, start taking stuff over, and my niece will come up and hopefully we can get the last of the things packed. My friend John was here yesterday. It was a great big help. We've packed up the KitchenAid, the Ninjas. Ugh, sad to see all my stuff going in boxes, but it is what it is. My kids seem to be perfectly happy until I go to the bathroom. That's funny. Yeah, Minnie, I forgot how many you have. So my niece has 4. I forget how many you have. You all have your hands full. Did you get the closet done finally? Okay. I never, because I've packed before, believe me, a house and everything. It was never like this. It's just harder trying what took so long. I had to go through everything. And then trying to pack what I was going to need to have on me and then what was going to go in storage. So Craftsman, I think it's Craftsman's, makes a big industrial tote. And my friend dropped all 4 of them and I packed them pretty tight. So I have just the clothes on the hangers that are left, perfume bottles to wrap up, hats, flip-flops, sneakers, pocketbooks. So no, the walk-in closet isn't done yet. And I still have the 5 drawers and a storage closet to still get done in my bedroom. And everyone will tell you I haven't stopped. I mean, I've been up till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Last night, I just couldn't do it anymore. My back was killing me. It was hard to get up this morning because my lower back is hurting. I have one child, a daughter. She's 16, but somehow I end up with a house full of other 16-year-old girls. Now, that shit is scary. That's funny, Grumpy. She's having all of her friends over. But you know what? I was always the type of person, like with my sons, because my daughter's older. But even when she was younger, I preferred their friends to come to my house because I knew my house was a safe house. Their friends could sleep over, hang out, go in the pool, whatever they wanted, as long as my kids didn't sleep out at anyone else's house. So listen, it goes by very quickly, so enjoy it while you have it. Oh, that's right. Erin, Minnie has 6 kids. She's got you beat. Full-time Dream, hello, how are you and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We are just talking. I did see that you commented under a video. I did subscribe. And but welcome. Glad to have you here. We show everybody love here. So if you want your link posted, the moderators will do it. Show Mel the love, thumbs up, share the link, and donate if possible. Thank you, Minnie. Gidgets, Triple G Life. I'm the same way with my two. Yeah, I always preferred them to be at my house. Yeah, Minnie's posting Full-Time Dreams page. So is Lauren. Oh, they're like both putting them out there very quickly. So welcome, Full-Time Dream. I don't know if you noticed, but everybody's saying it looks pink, but I'm wearing my Ridge Life shirt for being in his 5-hour Memorial Day remembrance tattoo, I think it was called. So super excited about that. Full-time. Got double taped. And then this came in fairly quickly, considering David said it took his 2 months. I got mine in a few days. But here we go, folks. I survived the Hell's Fire Challenge shirt came in. And very funny story. When my niece came up on Wednesday, she was like, well, what's that? So I went out to the mailbox to where it still is, Grumpy and Gidget. It's out in the mailbox, and I brought it in. I said, no big deal. Here, just take a whiff. Take a deep whiff. My niece did it. She started coughing and gagging, and I was like, well, I kind of did the Hell's Fire Challenge, so she sat here and watched it like this, watching me do it, and I was like, yeah, I should have never have done that. But I didn't get sick or anything. It was just all good. But I didn't nominate or mail it to anyone else because yeah, I'm just a goofball that got suckered into that, I think, because I wasn't told exactly what it was. And then once CP started calling me a chicken, I just couldn't back out of that. So didn't, survived it, never threw up or got sick. But I realized what's in it now, and I'm like, oh, I cannot even believe I did that. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Dyed my tongue for like 2 days. What else? Side effects that I had from it. My tongue felt a little funny too, but definitely didn't get sick. Yes, look at all the links going out. Oh, bag's gonna fall. I know, right? And he won't do it. CP will not do it. He said he literally bought his own so that he didn't have to do it. You know what? I'm just going to say it. As much as I love him, he's a chicken shit. Bottom line. I mean, there's like nothing to me. I'm like 105 pounds soaking wringing wet, and I did it. David's nuts. David did it 9 times at Hell's Fire Challenge. No, thank you. He had like a 4-hour live. Ended up doing it 9 times. Gross. No way. I would never do it again. Full-Time Dream. Thank you, ladies. We are all about showing love here. So subscribe to everyone's channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And remember to watch some videos and comment down below on everyone's videos if you don't want that subscriber to disappear from YouTube. Let's say Sean in Alaska. He's doing laundry. It's Sunday night. He was on his property, I'm sure, this weekend. He does his laundry because he has work, but he's on here. He's just listening, he said. And Brian, I never say it right, Brian, but Brian Lousey's Homestead is on here. Absolutely love his channel. I think it's great. He likes to sit in here and listen to the chat, well, to the live. Show our friends the love by checking them out. Absolutely, Minnie. Laughing at my ass. Too early in the night for adult hours, so I ain't saying what I think about the Hellfire. I think I already know, because I said to my niece, we're all adults in here. We're not going to be like foul or anything, but I literally said to her, what was I thinking? I'm sure I could. Ridge Life. Everybody says it looks pink. There it is, baby. Thank you so much for the t-shirt. It's a little bit big on me, but that's okay. I have it tied up in the back. But love my shirt. Say hello, everyone, to Tim from Ridge Life. who sent me this awesome shirt for watching his entire tattoo, Remembrance, which his tattoo was awesome. And then I watched his wife get her tattoo done, and just a great guy, great channel. Was in there this morning. Like I said, I really needed some God with all this that's going on. And this morning was excellent, Tim. Thank you very much for doing that. Love my shirt. Thank you so, so much. I might have to shrink it just a little bit, though. It's probably because all this packing, I'm not really eating, but I love it. Yeah, everybody say hello to Ridge Life. Awesome guy, awesome channel. And if you don't know, I like to say, Tim, that it's church on Sunday. So hop on over there on Sundays. He will talk about some scriptures, and it's awesome. I needed that this morning. Brian lost him. Headed to my mom's to help with something, not sure what. She didn't say. Brian, I hope everything's okay. We'll be on for a bit, so feel free to come back. Well, you were going to have to get another one smaller and maybe in black. Yeah, maybe, because how embarrassing, but I'm going to show you anyway. Look what I had to do. I had to tie my shirt up with a hair tie. I had to tie it up. It was like falling off of me. I lost his Hill Homestead. Hey, be right back. There's cops everywhere on my street now. Oh no, Gidget. Be careful, girlfriend. Thanks so much. Keeping it real. Hey, at Mini Homestead. Full-time dream. Hope is well, Gidget. Hello, Ridge Life from Brian Lossie Hills Homestead. The Grumpy Farmer. Grumpy Farmer. Don't know, buddy. I might be in a tent, so I probably won't have service, but I will try my darndest. I hope to see you next Sunday, but you're always a hoot. Very, very funny. And I'm glad that you got to come on for the last live here at my home of 12 years. And stay safe and God bless. I know, right? Ridge Life, that's kind of scary. This world just scares me. And thank you for coming, Grumpy. We love you. Good luck with the move. I need it. I've been so stressed out. I mean, I'm in here with totes and boxes everywhere. Truck's coming tomorrow. We're going to try to get as much out as possible, get it into storage, but still have no clue to where I'm going. And my son did find a little loophole and found out that this place is lying because I don't owe them a penny. And they said, oh, you owe 100, so we could get you out before COVID. My son called our state representative, and they said, even if your mom was behind, say, $2,000, they can do it. But nonetheless, I'm not taking my chances because they put that paperwork on my door. And I don't know if it's the sheriff's department or what it is, but said they'll show force Friday morning, 6:25, done deal. So I'm trying to be out of here by Thursday. And I don't know. I'm not afraid to stay in a tent. It's just going to be different. And I'm not fully prepared. You know, I got to get a Dutch oven pot and some way to be able to cook on something so I can. I mean, because it is kind of summer, it'll be cooler in there, and I might be all right. There's no black bear around here or anything like that. Chris and I were talking about me going there, but he has somebody staying there right now, so not sure what's going on with that. But that still wouldn't take place right away. Other than that, it looks like my butt is headed for a tent. Yeah, I need all the prayers in the world for this move because I don't know. That's why it's this morning's church. That's what I like to call it. You know, I'm just questioning, like, why, what is this next lesson that I'm going to learn? God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And I'm trying. I don't know if it's going to make me or break me. I hope it's going to make me, but this is just crazy. I've never been in a situation like this. And yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. Like I said, if I can get that part for my car, which I can never remember the name of it, I might be able to charge my. These are the only things I could think of that I need is I got to get some form of like a fire pit, obviously, or I won't be able to eat. And I was thinking about a Lodge Dutch oven because, you know, I keep my stuff like this. And I could cook, you know, lentils or beans or whatever on an open fire. Like Minnie said last week when I got upset, maybe do it like Mel's cooking into 10. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. I still think campfire cooking with Mel is a good idea. That's what it was. Thank you, Minnie, for reminding me. So, yeah, we'll have to see. It's just not right, Mel. I know. But I'm not, things are crazy. I'm not willing to get into a conflict with any sheriff's department. That's not happening. So I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead. And, you know, maybe after I get situated, that could be a year, 2 years. I don't know. But I'm definitely, for all this physical and mental anguish, I'm definitely getting a lawyer. And they definitely are lying, you know, so. Simple Life Reclaimed. Hey, how's everything going, Mel? Welcome to the last live here in my home that I've been living in for 12 years, girl, and your hubby. I have been doing nothing but packing, and got to be out by this, well, technically Thursday because they're coming Friday in the morning. So don't know. My son did some calls up here because I live in a township. And even though I don't owe this place anything, they're saying I owe 100, and that's how they could get me out during COVID. But the state representative said, no, they can't. I did see the link. The who was it? The governor posted a thing that even if you owed money, you cannot be evicted out unless it's drug related. So I don't know. I just don't, I'm not a confrontational person with authorities. I don't want to be here and get into something with some sheriffs. So I have been packing nonstop, barely eating. I'm exhausted. My back's killing me. And yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'll be headed to a tent. That's what Minnie was saying. Like, you know, I should be doing like a Mel's, something like cooking at the tent or something like that. Hey, it's Simple Life Reclaimed. Awesome trip you took. We are headed out there next week. Yeah, that's right. Ridge Life is now going on the road and going to hit up some lovely people and some homesteaders. And, you know, that's exciting. They just got back from traveling around and looking at different homesteads and visiting the Crockers, which I'm so jealous, so jealous. I love Jason Crocker and Jared Crocker. I've been watching them for a long time. I think the moment I gave up cable and stopped paying for it, like 4 years ago, I started watching them when they were all together. Great channel. Let's see. Gidget's back. Well, not sure what's going on. Laugh out loud. They all went to the end of the street and parked around the corner with lights and sirens, and now a tow truck taking a car that's been sitting for hours. Huh, that's crazy. I don't know if you saw it on the news. Well, I'm outside Philadelphia, but downtown in the city, there is a section that's a lot of Italians. And it was all over Facebook that they were standing there. Like they got the 411 from the police officers that Antifa was coming to go after the Christopher Columbus statue downtown, and they were not having it. My niece is in here, my niece Erin, and she even said, yeah, they had bats and guns, and they were like ready to go. I don't think anything came out of it, but people have just had it, you know. Christopher Columbus means a lot to Italian people and a lot of other people. Jason and Jared are awesome, aren't they, though? Oh, I watched Jared do what was it? His little food challenge. When I saw the size of the plate of French fries, I knew he wasn't going to be able to do it. There's no way. And then I saw the real Matt Crocker do. Oh, she's going to have to help me out. Melanie, what is the name of that where you stack the sandwiches on top of each other? And he couldn't finish it. So I think Simple Life Reclaim's husband may have done it. And I think he probably beat the real Matt Crocker. Eating the double-decker sandwiches. It's like getting a chicken sandwich, I think it is. And then you put the hot sandwich on top and you got to eat 2 within X amount of minutes. I thought he was going to throw up. But when I saw Jared Crocker, whew, he had so much food. He had like all these fish fillets, I don't know, like maybe 10. And then he had like a bunch of shrimp. There she is. Let's see. I'm so sorry I missed what you said. My internet popped on me. And Ridge Life was talking to you as well. I was trying to ask what the challenge was that the real Matt Crocker did. Did your husband did it? Was he able to eat it all? It's called like the mix something. I don't know. But it's just like this food challenge they're all doing. That's it right there, Lauren. Lauren, you're hipper than I thought you were, girlfriend. What is it? The McTriggle or the McTiggle? I don't know. The sandwiches, it's the McTriggle challenge. What is it? A chicken sandwich, and then you take the spicy and you stick it in the middle, and you got to eat 2. And how long? 2 McTriggles in 5 minutes. Lauren and great moderator, Bomb Diggity. You could tell she pays attention. I just didn't catch the time though. And Jared Crocker, why was he eating like 10 fish fillets, 30 shrimp? He had onion rings he had to eat, and all those French fries in like 30 minutes. Did you see all the French fries on that plate? There was no way he was going to be able to eat that without throwing up. I should do that challenge instead of doing, here's my shirt. There you go. Simple Life Reclaimed. Why don't you do this challenge? I survived the Hell's Fire Challenge. It's not food related, but it's also pretty disgusting, and I did it. Show Mel the love, hit the thumbs up, share the link, donate if you can. Laugh out loud. Me and Gary could get in our mouth, but we couldn't swallow in time. Oh, don't tell me you got sick. You didn't get sick, did you, girl? Because he's a beast. Yeah, but the real Matt Crocker couldn't do it. So your husband and you both did it and completed the challenge? Ridge Life, McDouble cheeseburger with a spicy chicken in between. That's it, Ridge Life. I want to try that. It sounds yummy, but I don't know if I could eat 2 in that amount of time. Let's just see if I can eat 1. He did 5 pounds of seafood in under 30 minutes. Yep, I watched it. It was crazy. I don't like tartar sauce. That was starting to gag me with him putting that on. And it's not like he even said it, the fish, like the crunchy fish fillets, they were a little undercooked. I think if they were crunchier, I would have been able to blow through some of them, but not that much. That's crazy. Hellfire, no. Listen, Ridge Life, I didn't even nominate anybody to do it because it was just, what's the Hellfire Challenge? Oh, boy. Okay. I didn't know. I was asked to do it. And apparently, Ridge Life, do you want to take over on this? It has something to do with the skunk. That's what they lure animals in with. It wasn't terrible. It smells, but it didn't really, I didn't throw up. But when I found out what it did, it was pretty gross. Skunk Essence Trap Lure. There it is. Simple Life Reclaimed. Bernadette, you take 2 McDoubles and 2 spicy chicken sandwiches and put them together. Hey, I'm interested in trying that. But Simple Life Reclaimed, you guys started that challenge, didn't you? Do I have to eat 2? Or can I get away with eating 1? Because I'm like a bag of bones. You eat skunk essence. Yep, that's what it was, Minnie. I ate some skunk essence that lures other animals, and like trappers use it. But you can thank David for that, who's like, oh, you said you wanted to do it. All I said was, is it spicy? He said no. The next thing I know, it was in my mailbox. So, and then I had a couple people saying I was a chicken in the hunting, fishing world. And if you know anything about me and being a redhead, I cannot be called out because I will do it. That's it. So I did it. And I obviously survived the Hell's Fire Challenge. Definitely wouldn't recommend it for anybody else, but Hellfire is a trapping lure. It's pure skunk essence. Yes, Gidget. Dinner is ready. Gotta go. Love some. Thanks for coming, Ridge Life. Love you to pieces. Church was good this morning. I needed that. And thank you for my shirt. I love it. Support the men and women that don't make it home from the military. I just didn't get a chance to do that video. Simple Life Reclaim. Men have to do 2 under 5 minutes. Women have to do 1 in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Girl, you got to hit me up. Give me that info in my Instagram. Me and you should go against each other and do it. But you probably did it already and were able to probably eat. Like, did you eat yours? Did you do okay? Thanks for joining Ridge Life. Yes. Thank you for coming by, Ridge Life. We love you. So, Melanie, let me think here. So it says women have to do 1 in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I think I could do that. Me and you should do a challenge. We don't have skunk out here in the desert. Obviously, but I could send you it. And then if you do it without throwing up, you will have completed the Hell's Fire Challenge. It's outside in the mailbox. It's literally like a neon pink. I did it on a toothpick. Done deal. Yes, bye, Tim. You rocked it, Mel. Thank you, Minnie. One of our dogs was killed by a skunk at Simple Life Reclaims. Oh, Lauren, that's terrible. I did do it. Consider this your invite to the challenge. No, wait. You did it? So you did 1 in X amount of minutes. There's my niece. Yeah, but this one's food. My niece Erin is saying sucker. Because my niece Erin didn't know that I did the challenge, and she came up and I made her sniff it, and she started coughing, and she only gagged a little. And then we sat here at the table, me, Chris, and my niece Erin, and had her watch the Hell's Fire Challenge, and she watched it with her head down on the table like this. Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. But I live to talk about it. All right, send me all the information. Simple Life. So what do I do? The video and then just tag you guys in it? I just have to time myself. That's funny. I don't even do any fast food, so that's a big deal. Stupid skunks. Yeah, for real. My dog used to get sprayed all the time by skunks, Daphne, who passed away, but she never passed away from a skunk. Sorry to hear that, Lauren. Was just a pup, about 15 pounds. Oh, that's terrible. Maybe 15 pounds, Minnie. Maybe even 20 pounds. Well, what did they do? Like, how did the skunk kill the dog? Yeah, Simple Life. You got to send me the info, girl. That's a big deal. I love you to pieces. I don't eat Burger King. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't do Taco Bell. I don't eat no fast food, but I will eat fast food just for you for this challenge. As my niece calls me a sucker. That's my niece, Erin. Erin, that's Simple Life Reclaims. So, yeah, I would do it. I'm sure one of my sons might do that one. But I asked my older son, Johnny, who's 25, I said, oh, did you watch the, because all that looting and stuff was going on. I said, oh, did you watch the Hell's Fire Challenge when we went out on Tuesday to go vote? And he said, yeah. And he didn't look at me. And I said, well, what did you think of it? And he said, I thought that was disgusting. So Johnny gags easy. But he could probably do the sandwich challenge, but I'll definitely do it. So send me all the info to Instagram, and I will be on that. Let's see. Many. So sad, Lauren. We had to work for 2 years to get rid of them here. They are not gone, but they aren't getting our stuff anymore, and we aren't smelling them like before. The skunk sprayed the pup in the eyes and got in the blood and was also smelly, and it killed him. Lauren, that is terrible. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. They can get bad. Just do the video. Keep your stopwatch going. Time yourself. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. And title your video, Mick Triggle Challenge. Mick Triggle. Got it. I did just start catching up on some of your posts on Instagram, liking stuff and leaving comments. Didn't get around to some of the videos yet because I'm like buried knee deep in boxes and have to move. You can put something in the title like, can I beat Mel at Simple Life Reclaimed? Or can I beat Jared Crocker? Let's go for Mel. We Mels have to stick together. Can I beat Mel at Simple Life? Got it. It's an open invite. Anyone to do it? That's awesome. I could do that one. I want to see you eat fast food live. Chris is saying he wants to see me eat fast food live because honestly, Chris knows me. I don't do any fast food. I've always had a thing about ground meat out in public, let alone McDonald's or Burger King. Yeah, none of that. Taco Bell, blah. I mean, I'll do a pizza every now and again. I won't eat the crust, but that's because Mel's are awesome. Amen, sister. We are awesome. Oh, aren't they just great? I love them. I bumped into them in a couple of their lives at night. Totally awesome. Very relatable. I think she had a touching live one night. I could relate to it because look at what I'm going through. Except she did it the great way. She had a couple shots with her husband. Totally cool. I mean, if you haven't checked out their channel, please go and do so. Totally awesome. Lauren says, laugh out loud. Yeah, so how crazy is this, folks? You're going to have to bear with me. I have to figure out how I'm going to be doing live in my vehicle because I'm not going to be able to do it in a tent, that's for sure. And I still have more packing to get done. My niece is going to come up on Wednesday to help. But a truck's coming tomorrow to start moving this stuff into storage. And I still have to get some form of a fire pit and a Dutch oven pot so that I don't starve in the woods, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, sharing Simple Life's link. You're so sweet. Oh, you guys are the best. I was like mortified. You finally come on to one of my lives, and I melted last week like a popsicle. I think somebody said something about home, and I suddenly was like, yeah, where's home going to be? And I just started crying. I was like embarrassed. That's all I talked about for 3 days because I don't usually show that side of me, but this isn't easy to go through this, let alone go through this by yourself. So I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard. Beat you, Minnie. You sure did, Lauren. These two are popping out links and seeing who can get them out first because they're amazing mods. You're better than me at it, Minnie. Laugh out loud. Lauren and Minnie, you guys are the best. These are the best. Thank you so much for being here tonight because I would have been screwed, excuse my French, but David decided to go. David sometimes might misspell a little bit. Love him to pieces. But yeah, I was thinking like, oh boy, I hope somebody comes in that I marked as a mod from the day I started doing live. Because if it was up to me, I don't even know how to share a link yet. You guys are absolutely amazing. Sean in Alaska is amazing. I mean, right from day one when I started doing live, I don't even think I asked. I just said, how do you make someone a mod? And that's it. These are my permanent mods, I guess. Love that Papa John pizza. I do like Papa John pizza, but not a lot. I think I just had Papa John's pizza. I ate 2 slices the other night because if I wouldn't eat, I really thought I was going to pass out and somebody would have found me somewhere. But I ate 2 pieces and 1 breadstick. But I think the last time I had Papa John's was probably like a year ago. I really do not eat fast food without all the stress. I would normally just cook home cooked food. I mean, I like that better. So let's see. Laugh out loud. You taught me. I still think you're better. You used to crack me up. It shows you're a real person, sweetheart, and not one of the fake YouTubers. None of us judged you for showing emotions. We all love you, dear. Gidget's Triple G Life. Absolutely amazing. I know, but I was overwhelmed. There was like, you know, 3 of my top channels were, well, the one I didn't know, but 2 of my top channels were in there and they have big following. And I know everybody's inquisitive about my situation and what's going on. And I just didn't want it to be a bummer. And I really think either something was said, maybe I even said it, like, where am I going to call home? As soon as I said that, that's it. I melted like a popsicle. Let's see. But thank you, Gidget. You're such a sweetheart. If you haven't checked out Gidget's page, please go over and subscribe. Give her a thumbs up. Make sure you watch, a couple of her videos. Awesome. She's that chick, that you can roll with. You want to go fishing? She's down. Very cool. I was having bad anxiety and she was on the phone till like 5 o'clock in the morning with me. And I was asking her, like, what should I pack? What do I need to have in a tent? She's awesome. So show her lots of love because she is such a sweetheart. Let me see. I still can't eat pizza yet, Lauren. How come? Oh, good. You're still posting all those links. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Minnie. Gidget Triple G Live, but you are showing them how strong you are because you are showing a hard time. Yeah. I mean, I busted my butt with YouTube and, oh man, I just feel like I haven't been very lucky lately. This isn't a boo-hoo, feel sorry for me trip, but it was like, Uncle Louie lived here. He was an ex-Vietnam vet. And this was before Mr. Trump was elected. And, I watched it. He wasn't feeling well. And Chris will vouch for me. He couldn't even get an appointment till 5 months later. And then it was like another 2 months to wait for an MRI. And unfortunately, I became his caretaker. He disintegrated quickly. He ended up having like a tumor in his back and broke my heart, broke my son's heart. We miss him every single day. I dealt with that. And then right after Uncle Louie died, my Jared got sick. He was suffering severe panic attacks and and then now it's like this. It's like, can I just get a break for like a few minutes? I'm not saying this to be snarky or whatever, because this really is a very serious situation. But I just said to Chris today, like, I'm so stressed out. I'm so tired that Erin's husband stopped up and he picked me up a double shot. It was frozen. I told her I would be sipping it during the live because I'm so tired. And now apparently I have to pull an all-nighter later tonight and try to keep packing because now suddenly a truck's going to appear here tomorrow. Like, it's just too much for me. It's so overwhelming. I haven't even eaten anything yet today. So it just kind of stinks. But what I was getting at is I feel like when we went over to the garden center at night to do the video, it was so peaceful. and you can just hear all the crickets. And I start thinking to myself, and I said this to my niece today, maybe it won't be so bad for a little bit, just so I can get a vacation. I mean, I need a vacation. Seriously. It's just nuts. Hit the thumbs up, share the GoFundMe link, donate if you can, share our friends some love by checking out their channels. Thank you, Minnie. Everything happens for a reason, dear. Maybe it's time for that place to go since it has been heartache attached to it. Something better is coming. Cross your fingers, because seriously, I mean, even after Uncle Louis passed away here, it was hard to stay living here. I mean, Uncle Louis's mom died and he didn't want to stay, where she died. And then I took him in and, he was a real pistol. Let me tell you, a little Italian guy with a mouth on him, like a sailor, ex-Marine. And it was just unfortunate. I mean, he didn't vote in the last 45 years. And it was like, I don't know, it just tickled me because it was me, Uncle Louis, and both my sons went together for the very first time to vote. Johnny for president, Jared. Well, Johnny did the primaries and then the president. It was Jared's first time to vote for a president of the United States, and Uncle Louis loved Mr. Trump. And I just wish they would have got the VA thing straightened out sooner, but it was making it hard to stay here. There's good memories here, though, too, with the boys. And I think, with my anxiety, it's the fear of the unknown. But what can I do now? I mean, when I tell Johnny I'm going to be in a tent, my son, he's like, you're not going to be in. I mean, he just freaks out. But where does he think I'm going? Seriously. And then I told him that Chris and I spoke, and he said, I said you should have went there in the first place. But Chris has someone staying there that really is just for board money, and the person's not out yet. So I don't know how long that'll take. But maybe, I don't know. I think what broke my heart yesterday might be silly to the rest of y'all, but I only owned one dog. She was a family dog, Daphne, and my friend John, after he was done helping me pack up my kitchen, I walked him out and he said, oh, I'll be back on Wednesday to pick up Daphne's Ashes, which is my dog. And I said, yeah, but you might not make it back on Wednesday. And he said, well, I'll just get her now. And he said, isn't the top supposed to be sealed? And I said, oh, her ashes are down at the bottom and her favorite toys are on the top. And then there was a couple printed off pictures, and I kissed her picture. And I literally said, I hope to see you soon, Daph. Hopefully I can find a home to bring you back. I started crying. John's like, I got to get out of here because you're starting to make me cry. And I said, take care of my girl. I didn't want my dog's ashes in storage at all. So my good friend John, who takes care of his elderly mother, took my Daphne home to his house. He used to love, we called her Daffers. He's taken her urn to his house so that she stays safe during this debacle that's going on. Everything happens for a reason. Lou is a great, funny man. Yeah, he was a great, funny man for sure. We had our fair share of fights big time. Irish and Italian together. Ooh, look out. Sometimes his mouth was something fierce, but anyway. Hug Sue says, oh, virtual hug back, honey. Call me on the phone later. That was sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just like this melting popsicle all the time. It's the only way I can refer to myself. I'm constantly just getting upset. I'm crying more, and I'm like, oh, it just must be my nerves. It's just everything is just touching me to my, my core. But yeah, John's not like that. He doesn't want to see me cry. And he started tearing up, like, let me get the dog in the ashes. And he was going down the walkway, and I walked him to the door and I said, John, take care of my girl. He said, most definitely will. So a big shout out to John Pitsy for taking Daphne to his house to make sure that she stays safe. You don't want it to get bumped over or anything in storage, So glad to have him in my life. That was sweet. Yeah, very. If I can stay awake, I will. Girl, I need to stay awake. Like, I mean, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 something in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just never ending. Like, I'm tired, I'm hungry. And it's like, no one has been here to help me pack except, well, Chris stood in the closet and was pulling out the totes for me to go through them. My niece was wrapping all the pictures on the walls. Fred was lifting some boxes down the step, which is my niece's husband. And John Pitsy helped yesterday with the kitchen, major appliances like KitchenAid, and I have a big rotisserie machine. We got it all packed up, wrapped dishes, and he had to leave around 5-ish because he had work today. But eternally grateful. And I said that to him, like, I was hustling. I was like, John, thank you so much for helping me. Other than that, nope. Like, my daughter will get a free pass because, she has my granddaughter, but my Jared hasn't been here to help. He says his sister won't let him out of the house. And Johnny is apparently going to show up tomorrow. He wanted a truck, but I said to him, I need help with packing. And he was probably out golfing all weekend. But I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I can't hold it against them that their mom is in this situation, but I know if my mom was alive, honest to God, I would be damned if my mom be carrying a 100-pound tote down the steps. And that's not even exaggerating, because my friend bought some craftsman totes, and then you got to add the clothes. The thing was probably 200 pounds. And after that, I said, I'm not carrying any more totes down the steps because they're god awful heavy, That was sweet. You're such a sweetie. I hope you're having a great night tonight. Try not to stress too much. Life has a funny way of working itself out. Simple life reclaimed. I really hope so. Please just say your prayers because I really need them. And you're such a sweetheart, you and your husband, and you're going to rise above it. I just know it. I hope so. I mean, it was just like totally bad timing, and I feel like, I'm slacking. I should have been 10 steps ahead of this situation, and I just wasn't. And, now they're rent gouging up here, and it's just ridiculous because, I don't know, hopefully maybe like 6 months or, I don't know, a year, hopefully something will change and will be a little bit better, but it's a matter of, got to have the money to move. But Minnie came up with a great suggestion and said maybe like an RV or a camper or something. Anything would be better than a tent, but I can't even afford that right now. If I would have known they were going to do this, I would have literally, if they were going to use $100 and that's how they could get me out before COVID, which is a blatant lie, I would have literally stopped paying $14.75 and would have just pocketed that and put it off to the side. But, my one girlfriend, Liz, was like, oh, I don't believe they can do that. And, call the police on them. And listen, when push came to shove and the notice was on my siding, I'm not getting into any conflict with anyone. If I have to live in a tent, I'll live in a tent. But I will give an address. I'm going to use my friend's address. So if anybody wants to send anything, because it's been amazing, I showed this earlier, probably before you came on. Was it Baddest Bees? Correct me if somebody knows. That sent me yellow onions and the purple onions. I mean, I got my Hell's Fire Challenge shirt. You got Ridge Life sending me my shirt, which was awesome, even though it looks pink. I get amazing people that send me seeds and things like that. So definitely going to have an address. I'm going to try to figure out, how I can do live for Sundays again. But, if you can share my videos, my links, trying to get my subs up there, I'll try to still keep doing videos. And I don't know, maybe I'll talk to his mom in the tent at night. I don't know how that would work. Maybe just talk to my phone and then upload the video. I don't know. There's lots to think of. Do some cooking, show you how I'm surviving, doing the gardens, living in a tent, like I said, cooking. I don't know, maybe I'll vlog a little bit. I'm not really sure. But amongst all this, I really hope that you guys can stick it out with me. That would be amazing. I didn't want to do all this. I love YouTube. I love the community that I'm in. Everybody's so super sweet, super nice. I went into the RVing last night and, you know, fun channel. And, you know, wish I had an RV. I would live in an RV. I would live in a shed to home. I wanted to downsize anyway. I didn't want to downsize to a tent though. Well, hopefully we can raise some money and then you can buy one and get it winterized. That would be pretty awesome. Prayers, good vibes for Mel. Castle Hives. Thank you, Minnie. Sorry if I'm making mistakes, but it's really hard. Yeah, I mean, that was super amazing. To get, I mean, all these onions. And I mean, I've been gardening for years, but I don't know everything. And, you know, he told me how to do it. And now I'm growing me some onions. I wish I actually had an extra bed so I could do just all onions. But tool totes, Chris says. What's that mean? Yeah, they're the Craftsman totes. They're meant really to hold tools in there. And I did military style and rolled my little shorts and rolled jeans and was thinking about it's going to be cold in the woods. Let me put some sweatpants, and I had to take my fuzzy pajama pants, but 2 full totes of those just to stay in my SUV, and probably another smaller tote. And then I'll have a duffel bag of just, you know, that girl kind of crap that you need. And then I still have to figure out how to pack things like this because you can't put food inside a storage unit. So I have a bunch of jars like that. And I mean, I don't know. I could do some beans, maybe some chili. All I got to get, like I said, is the Lodge Black Pot, the adapter thing for my car, and some type of a fire pit, like one of those smaller ones, so I can cook. And I should probably be all right. I have a cooler. I still have to scrub that out too, you know. And then my refrigerator and freezer box is going somewhere else, so that's difficult. Adventures with Mel. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll be coming up with some interesting titles, that's for sure. Meant to be. Yeah, RVing. Like that Gidget. Good idea, like it. What idea? I don't know. I think maybe the first couple nights in the woods, I might be a little spooked out. And I told that to Chris. I said, you know me, I can't. Like, I'm not really afraid of much, but it's a little bit different when you know you can't go home. It's different if you're just going to go camping in the woods for the weekend and hang out. And when you have to stay there, it's a whole different story. So I might bug out a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to myself on my phone and just record it all. I don't know. Post it. That way she could do anything, Minnie. Okay, what did I miss on what I should do as far as channel is concerned? Yeah, so I am going to try to figure out what address I'm going to use. I don't have, what is it, that wish list from Amazon on my thing. I don't know how to do that. But David was supposed to walk me through setting that up, and we just never got around to it. David's been such a big help, you know, with my banner and things like that, and, you know, pushing me to do that trailer. The trailer. Let's talk about the trailer that I did, folks. We went back and forth, like with a pitch of what to say. And, you know, I had on like just white shorts, little tube top type of thing. And he's like, go over and go make it. And then I see it and I'm like, oh, my shirt was crooked. It looks like it's too small, but I'm so tiny. And it was so hot here. And I was gone for a while. So he texted me like, you all right? And then I was sending him all the bloopers, all the mistakes that I was making. That was kind of funny, but you could tell I was kind of nervous. You know, you could tell by my hands when I'm nervous. I think I was down like, and I had the paper, what I wanted to say, like taped to the tripod because I didn't even have it memorized. But at least I have a trailer out there for the new people. And as time goes on, you know, maybe I'll improve on that trailer, but he's been a big help that way of motivation. So yeah, It's a shame that he's not here tonight. Minnie's still posting lots of links. We have 17 thumbs up. So yeah, I don't know. I have to figure out whose address I'm using. And then, the whole debacle, if you missed it earlier, which has me a nervous wreck because I feel like my subscribers are going to be like, oh, this girl's BS. So got all the envelopes and everything, was mailing out everybody's stuff, and suddenly my phone crashed and I lost everybody's mailing address. And then some people don't have a channel, so it was like really hard trying to get. So I'm not trying to hold up everybody like Lauren N, who won pumpkin seeds and flowers. Just bear with me. I think Minnie posted my email earlier. So did Chris. If you can post it again. If you want a prize, please send me your address again, because in the midst of all this, it's going out. Bottom line. And then the few that I'm missing, I'll try to get them as it goes on. But I just felt terrible about that. I'm like, it's taken too long. People's stuff isn't getting sent out there, So I don't know. So I'm going to rush to try to get those prizes out. That's exactly what happened. Like, I don't know how to get, I think Yellow House on the Hill, even though that situation happened, they won a prize. I don't have their address. I think I won honey. I still didn't even receive it. So I don't know. But the post office was also closed here because I tried. If I could have got everything out the Monday after last week's live, like I said I was going to, everything would have been fine. But post office wasn't open, and then my phone crashed. And I was like getting David to help me try to find everybody's address, so that everybody's stuff can get mailed out. But, everything is going to go out. If you are one of the winners, like Minnie, resend me your address. Lauren N. Brooke Trout, I just saw him in a live last night. He asked me if I got his email. I said no, but I received a recipe that he was talking to me about. He's the one that won the Bass Pro, shop card. The person that won the Lowe's card, like, I don't even know how to find them. I need their address. So I don't know if anybody's got that much time on their hands and want to go back to the live. The one person at the very beginning of the live, he had his name in there. David found out he's got 7 channels and he's using 7 different names. So I don't know. I think David stopped that right there and blocked the person. And I was like, I got to send out seeds. And he said, no, you don't, because the person was on there like 6 different times. So I don't know. I'm letting David handle that. I said I don't want any drama on my page. And so that's how he nipped that. But so, yeah, got to get back to packing tonight. Let's see. Oh, not too shabby. There's still 11 people in here. Well, 10 now. So, yeah, so I have to try to eat something. And then I have to pack. I have to still continue to do my room. I still need like sneakers, flip-flops, socks, underwear, and bras for myself. And then after that, I'm just going to dump the stuff right in a box. Boom, done. And then I have an electronic drawer. I'm just dumping that bureau right into a box. Definitely. The other bureau is empty, but the 2 little bedside bureau drawers I still have to do. And I have a walk-in closet. Not a walk-in. It's a storage closet that's upstairs in that bedroom that I still have to do. But it's just whatever. I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything. Because you know what it's like. Once things go into storage, it's like you suddenly need it and then you're not going to be able to find it. So, yeah, so I have to pack tonight, keep going, which stinks. And I guess I'll get woken up bright and early tomorrow on only a couple hours of sleep with this truck situation, which I don't even think the truck should be coming here tomorrow. I think it should be waiting till Wednesday, but who am I? I can't say anything. And we'll see if my son shows up, Johnny, tomorrow. He's the one that was demanding the truck for Monday so he could start getting stuff out. But I feel like, maybe should have waited so you don't have to do more than one trip. One truck done. But my friend Thomas said that the bed can wait. My bedroom set, I'll just take it out on my truck. So ain't really trusting that too much. It'll probably get broke or scratched, nicked or something. Who knows? So yeah, so that's what's going on. So they will be here Friday morning after 6:30, I think it said. So got to get everything into that storage and out of here. I have to get all my camping stuff inside my SUV. I have to do that. I even thought about putting it outside so that at least it's underneath the awning and then, I could grab and go. But yeah, the dining room has just all clothes. But the stuff that's going with me is upstairs in the hallway, and the hallway's only so big, but just is what it is. I finally ate something last night. I had some spaghetti and white clam sauce, I only put a little bit in my bowl because I knew if I tried to eat, too much, I wouldn't finish it. I ate that and came down and got another bowl. But that's really about the first thing that I ate that was of some type of nutritional value, I guess. I had a salad like last week, and I had 2 pieces of Papa John's pizza. That's about it. I've been drinking some Ensures, but, say prayers for me. Wish me luck, because losing weight just is not good like this when you're already skinny. So let me just see. So I wrote down what at Simple Life Reclaimed said. That would be kind of fun to do that. I did speak about the Red Friday for the men and women deployed that, don't get to come home. I would have loved to have done that video on Friday with my Ridge Life shirt, but unfortunately there was not enough time in a day to actually do that video, because I support David on that. I also wanted to talk about the prizes, which I did. So if anybody has your addresses, come on now, send it to my email, which is Melody R196784@gmail.com, so we can get this out of here. I will figure out, even if I do a video, because I can do a video from my phone and upload it as soon as I have an address, so that if anybody wants to send anything, I will make sure that I get an address fairly quickly. And this is just the last live here, So, and I talked about how I got my Hellfire Challenge t-shirt, the onions, which I'm extremely grateful for that. So yeah, lots of work to do here. I sent you the instructions how to make the Amazon wish list. Oh, you did that just now? Girl, I'm like half brain dead. I might be getting you on the phone and you might have to walk me through it. Gidget just walked me through a program that you can use, if I can somewhat go live. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. But I'm also charging the GoPro that I got at Christmas time that I never got to use. That's being charged right now. And I'm going to charge my JBL. I'm trying to make sure like my watches are all charged. So if I could get that adapter for my car, that would be a big fat worry off my mind, because I would have a way to charge my stuff. If not, I don't know how I'm charging like my watches and the GoPro and stuff like that. And then I just got to figure out how I'm getting those other 2 items so I don't starve to death in the woods. A good steak dinner you need. Yeah, you're not kidding. Are you going to come up, take me out to eat? Well, there's only outside restaurants that are open anyway, but maybe we could cook a steak on the grill. Maybe. But you'll be visiting me at the tent, though, Chris. And Gidget said, yep. All right, well, I'm going to try to figure that out. If I get stumped, I might have to call you. Promise not to keep you on the phone forever. But I want to make sure that it's set up right. I don't need a lot of stuff. I'm just concerned about a fire pit and a Dutch oven pot, really, to be honest with you. Some of my kitchen stuff I kept off to the side, like utensil-wise, like a spatula, anything I could think of that I might possibly need being in the woods, I kept it on the side. So, but yeah, having that link might be very helpful. So that if anybody wants to, if I could put the Dutch oven on there or whatever the case may be, and somebody could snag that, that'd be awesome, but also need an address. So I will figure all that out. I will stay in touch and let you know. Let's see. My videos are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know what's coming out tomorrow, to be honest with you. Just bear with me because some of my videos I did in advance because of this. It might be something silly as why not to plant mint in a raised bed. So with that being said, it might be a video like that. There is like a second part to that chicken pot pie for the crock pot. And David was saying, oh, you should put it right out on Friday. But I was like kind of excited, even though my leaves on my tomato plants were curling because I overwatered them to death. I just thought, who wants to see that back to back? But it's basically a $10 meal. I don't think I emphasized that in the video. I'm not really sure, but it really is cheap to make it. It feeds a lot of people. So the second part to that was to stay in that $10 price range. So I made dumplings from biscuits. I wanted to show you how it all turned out. I think my dumplings were a little large. They look like I did put biscuits on the top, but definitely amazing. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It was really, really good. I can honestly say I really enjoyed that. All it needed was peas. And the whole entire cost of that meal was like $10. So yeah, so that second part to that video will be coming out. And let me see. Link 2, laugh out loud. You buying? Laugh out loud. Well, we know you're not buying, Chris. So I guess I'm buying a steak to eat at the woods. You may need a P.O. box. I was thinking that, Minnie, but I'm not sure how much that cost. I'm not really sure because I'm not trying to add any more expenses onto my plate. But I could probably use my friend's address and everything will go there. And, he'll make sure that I get it. That might be, the best way. You are, Chris, right? Aaron, tell him. Home Depot bucket with the noodle around the top. Oh, Chris. Chris has been talking about this potty thing to get a Home Depot bucket and an old noodle and put it around the top. So I told him to make it. Chris isn't too motivated like that. But yeah, we're just waiting for Chris to make it, aren't we, Aaron? I will give you $20. You got the rest. Laugh out loud. What are you two talking about, Aaron and Chris? $20 for what? Or you're talking about the meal? You know how many times I fed you, buddy? I have no problems with cooking. Texas Roadhouse, yum. Stop teasing, I don't think Texas Roadhouse is open yet. Only the outside restaurants are open here. But yeah, that sounds like really good right about now. I could go for a Funyun. Is that what it's called? A Funyun? Those things are so good. But yeah, maybe I could make some interesting food, campfire way, or Texas Roadhouse is delicious. Oh, Minnie, you have one near you too? I used to eat there all the time, and then I ate there so much I got a little sick of it, and I started to go to Longhorn Steakhouse up near me. And me and Chris went a few times, and we got the spicy Bloody Mary, which was awesome. We only had like a mishap once. Food is delicious, and I just feel like Texas Roadhouse near me, you're waiting 3 hours because that line will be around the corner. Bloomin' Onion, that's it. Thank you, Gidget. Chris likes that too, but the Texas Roadhouse, Bloomin' Onions, all that. And I like the fact that you can pick your own steak. Longhorn Steakhouse, you can't really, but they have a really good menu. And the food was really good. They do these like fried shrimp with like all like cherry peppers and banana peppers. I know it probably might sound like it's super hot. It's not. I think they give you like some type of like a ranch dressing. It's absolutely amazing. And this was the best, I can honestly say. I got salmon from there the one time, and it had like a pineapple salsa across the top on a flank, like a cedar plank board. Amazing. Went back to go have it again, and they took it off the menu. And I was like, are you kidding me? I love that. I love fish. It's like an hour away in the big city. Oh, okay, Minnie. Yeah, that blooming onion, it's going to have me starving. Chris is right in that onion. Yeah, Chris, cheapskate. My niece and Chris are going to go round and round messing with each other. Yeah, you didn't think Chris was going to treat you to dinner, did you? Shoot, I can't get him to treat me to dinner, honey. Nah, we're just playing with Chris. When my niece is around, let me tell you, funny. So funny. Like, I really needed that last Wednesday when she came up here because we socialized, like I said, for an hour. She and her husband, the way they are with each other, had me and Chris rolling. My stomach was hurting. I was laughing so hard. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather be laughing than crying for sure. They were like super funny. But I'm like funny and very outgoing, and my niece is like that. And I said to her when she was leaving, oh, thank you for all the laughs. I really needed that. Could you imagine if my Jarrett was around? She said, oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to breathe because my younger son, Jarrett, is super duper funny. And he takes Erin's breath away on how funny he is. Yum, that shrimp. Chris, I'm starving. Stop now. That shrimp is amazing. If you have a Longhorn Steakhouse, I don't know how it's going to pan out. I mean, a lot of businesses are closing and stuff, you know. Hopefully that's not one of them that closes down because I like it there. And yeah, the shrimp there is amazing. Just a lot of things are super really good there. I think I only had a problem once. I asked for my steak like medium well, and it was like mooing at me, and I can't eat my meat like that. I like it like slightly pink in the middle. I don't mind it being a little bit more pink, but I can't have it well done like that or it mooing at me across the table. That's just disgusting. Erin saying cheap because she's picking on Chris. I take you out to dinner. Yeah, about 3 times Chris took me out to dinner. It's a funny story because, well, me and Chris were friends for a long time. Long story short, when we first started going out, he didn't even realize that he was doing it, but he's like, hey, you want to go to Longhorn for an appetizer and a drink? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Well, after like the 4th time of him doing that, I said, am I not allowed to have dinner? Oh, I was dying laughing. And he was like, yeah, you can have dinner. It was just funny. You know, it was really, really funny because he just kept doing this thing like, you want to go up the street and have like, you know, a drink or two and an appetizer. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then finally, after like a little while, I said, how come we never have dinner? Am I not allowed to eat dinner out? It was just funny. I'm not picking on Chris or anything like that. It was just, I guess you'd have to be there. It was hilarious. There is David, way late. Hi, David. How was the movies? You missed Ridge Life in here. Everybody says it looks pink, but there's the shirt. Welcome, welcome. Ridge Life was in here and Simple Life Reclaimed. Yeah, Gidget's in here. Dang, David, laugh out loud. Glad you could join us, right? Why don't you just wait for the last couple minutes for it to be over there, friend? We're all picking on you. David, my niece Erin is in here. Just to let you know. So she's on here picking on Chris a little bit. So Erin, that's David that I talk to all the time on the phone. And David, that's my niece Erin that was up Wednesday that helped me pack. I saw 1917 with Mom. I told Mel probably wouldn't make it. Yeah, I told them all that because Grumpy Farmer was in here asking where you were. I think I'm saying that right. I think Minnie asked where you were, Lauren N. And I said he went to the movies with his mom. There's Minnie. She's still here. Laugh out loud. Love you, David. Yeah, Chris was saying you went to go see Brokeback Mountain. Laugh out loud. And then Grumpy Farmer said, that's not funny, Chris. But no, it really was funny. And I said, It's an old movie anyway. David wouldn't be seeing that. It's just, you know how Grumpy Farmer is, David. You'll have to go back and rewatch it. It was nothing super exciting tonight, other than I may be in a challenge. Don't nobody tell David what it is. Because when I was going to do the what's in your gardening bag, he already like bit my idea and was like, no, I did a what's in your gardening bag. I'm like, are you kidding me? But anyway, so I deleted mine and we did it together and it was still fun, but I don't want to tell him about the challenge that I'm going to be in next, but you know, because that's like a girl thing. Yo, Gidge, since this is a girl thing, you should do it too. Hey, Gidget and Minnie, I never saw Brokeback Mountain. Never. That movie was awesome. I will watch it. What challenge? I'm not telling you what challenge. Don't nobody tell him. Now he'll find out. Because all he has to do is go back and watch it. That's all I know. If you really watch my whole live, David, I'm not going to tell you what the challenge is. You just have to watch it. Yeah, you can. Really, girl? Really? You want to do like, it's only a sandwich. Hey, we don't have to hide her thing. I just don't think that she likes to just do challenges. Which is all good. It's definitely better than asking you to do the skunk challenge, you know, the Hellfire challenge there, Gidge. Okay, I'll just rewatch it. And don't you dare, when you see it, David, don't you dare do it. You can do yours after I'm done doing mine. But it's girl on girl. It's kind of how she has like Mel and Mel, you know, so. And then you could do yours. Sucker Mel doing another challenge. Yeah, but this one's food related. The only thing that's different is fast food, and I don't usually eat fast food, but I'd rather eat food than eat skunk. You volunteered for that, Mel, or just sent it to you? No, Simple Life Reclaimed was in. We were talking about Jason and Jared Crocker. You don't really watch their channel, and Lauren even knew about the food challenge, but no, we're going to do the, who remembers the name? Minnie, do you remember the name? Oh, the Mick Triggle challenge. That's what we're going to do. Because I'm Melody, she's Melanie. So we women, the Mels, are going to do that channel. That's who I'm doing it with. Food challenges are always better. Amen, Minnie. No more of that junk. I'll tell you what. I thought we were doing the Death Reaper chip thing. Are you kidding me? That was talked about like forever ago. If you could get it. I mean, that's just a little spicy. Yeah, the Mick Triggle challenge. Got it. That's it. Mel is the same. She don't eat that crap. I want to see her do that live. I told everyone I don't eat fast food. I'm not ashamed to say that, but I'll do that challenge with Melanie from It's a Simple Life. I mean, I think that'll be fun to do that with her. So looking forward to it, actually. And the rules are different for women. She did say that. So she's going to, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds for women. So I told her just to send the information to my Instagram. So, and I think for guys, it's completely different. But I would appreciate if you would let me do my challenge before you go and bite my ass again, David. Calling you out, buddy. Give me a chance to do my challenge and then you could do it. And I think for the guys, it's the 4 sandwiches, but it's the 2 and the 2 stacked together. So I can find it. Yeah, you can find it. Just Mel is the same. She don't eat that crap. Yeah, I already read that one. Yeah, you can find it. Just, you know, give me a chance to do mine first, and then I'll let you know when mine's done, and then you can put yours out there. But I was talking to her about it when she came on, and you don't watch the Crockers. So, but anyway, Jared Crocker ate like 20 pieces of fish, that weren't cooked all the way. Ugh. And like 30, what was it? Shrimp. Yeah, he ate 30 like cocktailed shrimp. It was a big plate of onion rings and French fries, and he lost because he couldn't eat it all. He said the texture of the shrimp after eating the fish was getting to him. And I'm not kidding. The French fries were loaded on that plate. And I think he had like 30 minutes to eat all that food. So, we are growing a bunch of different hot peppers, and I want to host a challenge for our local community and post it. Laugh out loud. Listen, I do hot. Like I said, last year I grew M.I. Gardner's jalapeno peppers. Couldn't figure out why they were so god awful hot. And these little beauties right here, these are just vinegared, but I didn't realize that the actual envelope said jalapeno peppers, in parentheses it says hot. So they were really hot. But once you can them in some vinegar, I mean, I've already went through a little jar, and I have an open jar in the fridge, and I do take a sip of the liquid. It's spicy, just because pepper seed oil or liquid is just good for you so you don't get sick. But this year, I'm hoping that I have some normal jalapenos that I'm growing. Let's see. Okay, I read that. Mel loves hot peppers. I like peppers. I'll just stay with the fish. Yum. Yeah, well, that's the challenge that he did, except that was a lot of food. You just have to type in Jared Crocker, and he does this food challenge. He had 30 minutes to do it. He was sweating. He was drinking water. But Jared Crocker can do a lot of stuff. I love Jared Crocker. But if you could see how many French fries and onion rings were on that plate, I just kind of already knew he wasn't going to make it. I was hoping he would have, but he killed all that fish dough for sure, even though he said it wasn't cooked all the way. And then he killed a whole ring of like 30 cocktail shrimp. It was funny. We are doing chocolate habaneros, California Reapers, Jay's Peach, and some others. I have some California Reapers, some Thai peppers and everything that I dehydrated from last year, so I'm good on that department. I have some other hot peppers. I probably should go more into detail. Maybe next garden tour or something. I did specifically say some of the names, but I lost quite a bit though too because of the virus. The stuff stayed in the pots for too long, and then they went into shock in the ground. But like my Dr. Winchies, and I don't even have any more of those seeds. Dr. Winchies, I found out about from Roots and Refuge. Great tomato, let me tell you. Fabulous tomato. Love it. And the Black Krim, that's another great tomato seed. I grew them all, but they didn't make it because you weren't allowed out the door. So that stinks. I have to figure out how I'm going to get some more of those seeds. And last year I grew zebra tomatoes. I had them. I planted more of them this year. Didn't make it. So, I'll have a good assortment of tomatoes and a good assortment of sweet to hot peppers. But I still have some frozen peppers from last season. I dehydrated some. I made jalapeno powder out of, a lot of extra jalapenos that I had. 5-pound mukbang seafood challenge under 30 minutes. That's it. Gidget found it. Let me put my glasses on instead of squinting. Under Jared Crocker, I watched it. It was amazing. I just like the dude. I think he's funny. He did the 5-pound mukbang seafood challenge under 30 minutes. And she looked it up and she said that is the title of his seafood video. So there you go, David. There's a challenge for you, buddy. I think the other one, like for the girls might be a little too easy for David, but David can eat. He could probably handle that in 30 minutes. Is David still on here? Because that would be awesome. He definitely should do that. Can I screenshot that? Because I don't want to like blast anybody with a flash. With a flash. Okay, let me get this for David because I don't know where he is. Okay, I got it. So yeah, that would be a great challenge for him to do. If you haven't seen Jared Crocker's video on that 5-pound mukbang seafood challenge under 30 minutes, go watch it. Go watch it. It was pretty good. And then his brother, the real Matt Crocker, like the real like proficient, he did the McTriggle challenge, and he had to do 2, well, it's technically 4 sandwiches in a much shorter period of time, and he couldn't even finish it. So I'm glad to see that the rules are going to be slightly different for women. I only just wrote down the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but I forgot if she said it's 1 or 2 sandwiches you got to do. But yeah, so I've been watching the Crockers before I even started doing YouTube and like Roots and Refuge. I do have my certain channels that I love, but haven't really been watching too much TV at all. And then I went on to Instagram. I'm trying to get back to putting pictures on there. It's just been crazy right now. But once I get through all this packing and moving, we'll just have to see, how things go. I guess I'll do a lot more garden tours or talk more about the plants. But if you haven't seen I am going to be posting 2 super quick videos. I kid you not, when I was over at the garden center, like where the raised beds are. I did 2 super fast videos because whenever I'm over there, I feel like I got to show something. And if you go back in the videos, well, way back, I was doing seeds. During the virus company, I was showing people how you can grow your own salad, but more of an exotic salad, not just like an iceberg salad, boring type of thing. We did that from seed. And then I'm doing a square foot gardening method where I put this little piece of fencing down, and in the squares, I planted something every one. I couldn't believe it when I went over there yesterday, even for like a little while. I picked so much. I picked twice already, and then I picked the one night over there when Wednesday night when Chris was here. I mean, out of that area. Talk about getting a lot of stuff. I keep trying to tell people this. A little square foot gardening, like the size of my foot, the blocks. You plant what you want in there real close together, and it's full. It's full. So I'm glad I got over there yesterday to get a little bit of fresh air to get out of here. And the pak choi was ready to be harvested. If I wouldn't have harvested, then it probably would have went to seed. Oh, I also did. So I did that video with the French breakfast radishes, also harvesting some pak choi. I didn't have my tripod. I just did it with my phone. And I recorded those 2. What was the other one? Oh, my cilantro was ready. I didn't plant slow bolt cilantro. If you don't know about cilantro, it's either going to bolt quick or, But the nice woman, I think her name was Terry, that sent me those seeds. There is a slow bolt cilantro in there that I'm going to replace it with. But I've already, and I did a video on it, on pulling out my dehydrator amongst packing and everything. I didn't want to lose that cilantro, and I showed people how you do your cilantro on a dehydrator, which is so super quick and easy and silly probably, but yeah, so you'll see probably these quick little videos and be like, what is she doing? But, it was just about time. And then there's a few that are left over from before, which you're going to obviously see the difference because the garden's full now and I'm doing the square foot gardening method, or the other one, let's talk about zucchinis. They're big now, obviously. So some of my videos from before, David was dead on when he said to just start uploading your videos. So there's still more in the laptop, but I don't really have the time for that. But most definitely, keep your eye out for those videos. And I am starving like Marvin. And thank you, everyone that, Chris is getting off. Good night, Chris. Thank you to everyone who, I don't know, I guess David hopped on, hopped off. I don't know. Maybe he's searching the challenge. God forbid he wants to have one up on me. We're like competitive against each other. But I just wanted to thank you to everyone. Been on for a while now. And just little chit chat for the last live here. Lots of prayers. Wish me luck. And as soon as I know anything, I will be sure even to do a quick video. And like I said, if I can possibly figure out how to get the plug for my vehicle, I will do a live next Sunday. So just be on the lookout on that. Just wish me lots of luck, lots of prayers to get through the rest of this move. And, just be able to, like Gidget said, something else is coming that's going to be better. So we'll see what it is. But I love you all. Thank you. I know it was like a really chill kind of live tonight, and that's okay too. Appreciate you all hanging out for this long. So there's the Ridge Life shirt. Sorry that it looks pink, y'all, but it's definitely a little big. But listen, and I'm sure it'll shrink. I'll have to wash it by itself. But grateful for my shirt from Ridge Life. I really, really do appreciate that. And getting my Hell's Fire Challenge shirt and the onions. That was amazing. And, I will keep you posted. I will have some kind of a video coming out tomorrow. I just don't know exactly what it is off the top of my head because it's probably already scheduled. So if you could just, show support to the videos, and I will definitely stay in touch, even if I have to talk to you at the garden center through my phone. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But, I don't want to lose my subscribers. These are all amazing. And, everyone stay safe out there, and lots of prayers. Gidget, I hope you start feeling better, Mama, with your back. Thank you to Lauren and Minnie tonight for modding, and Sean from Alaska who came in and was doing his laundry and listening. Also to Brian, Ridge Life, Simple Life Reclaimed. Just amazing. These are all amazing. And it's kind of sad to say goodbye because now you won't see me sitting here anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I'll find a cooler spot. But keep me in your prayers for my health and my mental stability through all this. Just pray to God to give me the strength to get through this and that everything works out. And I love you all. And just keep a lookout for my videos. Just keep, showing support. And I will do the same as soon as I can. Don't forget about me if I have to disappear for a little tiny bit. But these are the best. Hopefully I get to have a live next Sunday. And you know me, I don't like to say goodbyes, but God bless you all. I love you. Wish me luck. And thank you to the new subscribers. And Bernadette as well was in here. RV was in here. Good night, Melody. See you tomorrow. Bernadette, thank you so much for coming in. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, absolutely. Again, like I said, I'm terrible with goodbyes, but goodbye. And I hope to see you all soon. And lots and lots of prayers. Minnie, have a great night, Mel. We won't forget you. God bless. Yeah, don't forget me. I'll be back as soon as I can. Just let me figure out, I just have to get through this. get everything out because I don't want to leave anything behind. I got to get through this, and then I will do some type of video or some type of update to let you know where I am and what is going on. But as of right now, everything's getting moved out, and I will be in a tent. So God bless. Love yous all. Thank yous for sticking it out. I'm starving, which is a shocker because I'm usually never hungry when I'm stressed out, but I'm going to go make myself some food, and yous are all totally awesome. And like I said, don't forget about me. I will keep yous posted, and bye, y'all. Love yous.